Clover flight from Squadron Leader Hypo 1. Clover flight from Squadron Leader Hypo 1. Are you receiving me? Are you receiving me? Go ahead.
Hypo 1 from Hypo 2 receiving you. R5S5.
Hypo 1 from Hypo 3 receiving you. R5S5.
Clover flight from Hypo 1. ETA objective 19 minutes.
What a moon, what a moon.
Cut out the romancing and get to your positions. Never can tell what's behind those clouds.
I was just thinking, what a swell night for bombing.
How do you feel, Danny?
I could be a little nervous, Jeff.
Who isn't? Only natural, your first action. But it may not be so tough. When we get there, the first wave of bombers would have softened them up plenty. Danny, just keep remembering what the colonel said and you can't miss the target.
Sure you can't miss, Danny. Not with your brother, the best pilot in Bomber Command.
I'll try not to let either of you down.
Clover flight from Hypo 1. We're making a letdown. Level off at 500. Level off at 500.
Jeff, I didn't know we were going up the Rhine by submarine.
Yeah. How'd you see the catfish swim by?
Well, be careful. It's probably Hitler in disguise. Target ahead.
Roger. PDI on. Bomb bay doors open.
Give him salvo.
Bombs away.
Flight from Hypo 1. Reach for your hats, boys. Show's over.
We're sure all alone. What happened to the rest?
I set them on. We'll be a little late with only one paddle left. This baby is really loaded with shell fragments. Danny, get up here quick. Curly. Well, fellas, this is it. From here on, we walk. Gas line's pierced.
Well, where are we?
Belgium. Hit the silk, both of you. I'll follow. Danny, you first.
Of all the goddamn luck. And I had a date tonight. He's after Danny.
You've been very lucky, Captain Dakin. However, we can do nothing about that scar. You will carry it the rest of your life.
It's all right, Doctor. Glad I'm alive to have a scar.
Take a deep breath.
I've been telling my lungs about that stuff for 3 weeks. Or is it 6?
4. Again? Walk up and down. All right, now stretch. Good. Put on your shirt. You will be removed from here this afternoon.
What's the matter with keeping me here? I'm just beginning to feel at home.
Your bed is needed for other wounded soldiers. Until after the war, you'll be confined at O Block 14.
Captain Jeff Dakin, Madison, Wisconsin. You are the first American we have had here. However, I hope to see more of your compatriots soon.
You undoubtedly will, Major.
Sit down, won't you? Cigarette?
Oh, thanks.
I see that you once studied in one of our universities.
Yeah, as an exchange student for a couple of years. Met some very learned men.
Ach so, who were they?
Stefan Zweig, Albert Einstein.
I have lived in your country. Americans are fine people.
I'm surprised to hear you say that, Major von Grunel.
Why? We Germans are unselfish, fair-minded, always willing to recognize and appreciate another nation's virtues.
All this hospitality, you wouldn't be leading up to something, would you? Like a cross-examination?
Oh, you are far too intelligent for that, Captain. Even if you had information which might be of some use to us, I'm afraid you would never answer my questions. No. I merely wish to impress upon you how much you have been misled about us by false propaganda.
You must have some very bad propaganda agents. Like the guy who shot down our plane.
Von Streicher?
On Streicher.
The greatest ace in all Germany.
There was nothing great about what he did. The kid brother had less chance than a clay pigeon in a shooting gallery. He was a cinch to have been taken prisoner.
In war.
You don't get what I mean. I wouldn't attempt to explain it.
You may not find our menu here as appetizing as at the Waldorf.
I don't imagine.
I will have another talk with you in a day or two.
Thanks. Someday I hope I'm in a position to return your hospitality, Major.
Take off your jacket and roll up your sleeve, Captain. It's for your own protection.
Very thoughtful of you, Lieutenant. Nice clammy place you have here.
You are privileged to be quartered in a very famous old castle. was built by our great leader, Friedrich I, Barbarossa of the Red Beard, in the 12th century.
One thing, he wasn't bothered with termites.
Nor has any human being ever cut through these walls either, Captain. In case you were thinking of trying.
Why, Lieutenant, such a thought never entered my mind. Ouch! What are you trying to do, Doc? Strike oil?
This way. We will give you the few articles you may need.
Странный человек. Кто он?
Он летчик. Имя его Dakin. Его пристрелили несколько недель тому назад, но сюда привезли его только сегодня. Он американец.
Americanец?
Zorich. You're aware, Lieutenant Zorich, that while you're working here, you're forbidden to speak Russian?
You Germans are eager to take everything else from invaded countries. Why not their language?
You may go. You're fortunate, as well as your colleague, that the demand for our own doctors elsewhere affords you the opportunity to continue your medical practice, even though you are prisoners of war. But remember that you are prisoners.
You'll give us little opportunity to forget it.
Perhaps you would prefer to be sent back to the women's camp? They'll find some work for you which does not require a skilled hand. It's all right. Now you will see what's troubling this Czech officer in cell 8. He claims he's too ill to come to the hospital.
Yes, Herr Doctor. Number 8. You are not sick.
Not as much as I pretend. I keep asking for a doctor, hoping it'll be you, but they usually send someone else.
What do you want?
I'm ready to make the escape. But I can't do it alone. You've got to help me.
But...
You're the only one with the freedom to enter this cell whom I can trust. Are you afraid?
I'm afraid of nothing. But to die uselessly...
Don't you believe in me?
It is not that I do not believe in you. But if I hope to fight again for Russia, then I must be certain that your plan will not fail. There will be only the one chance.
If the air raid siren is heard tonight, come to this cell quickly.
Excuse me. Bellhop must have shown me to the wrong room.
No, I knew you were coming. But I wasn't expecting an American.
Straight from Wisconsin. America's Dairyland. Jeff Dakin, Army Air Force.
Paul Husnik, Czechoslovakia.
Glad to know you, Paul. Hey, how do we go about busting out of this hole?
Busting out?
Yeah, I escaped. Over the wall, you know?
Are you serious?
Look, I lost my sense of humor the minute I hit this country.
I suppose you've already talked to von Grunow.
Uh-huh. I thought he was a little too friendly. Hey, what's the Gestapo doing here?
They're always here. Von Grunow talks to everyone, even before the commandant. He's clever and cruel and overlooks nothing. That's why no one has ever escaped from Oflag 14.
Von Grunow wasn't kidding. Chef here must have learned to cook at a zoo.
So what happened after the plane crash?
Last thing I remember seeing was the ground, coming up fast. Next, the ceiling in the hospital. Sort of a short career. I'd hate to think of being locked in this castle of gloom for the duration.
I believe I can trust you, Jeff.
Part of the room service?
Money can do many things. For that, I thank my friends.
Maybe you better start at the beginning.
There are many of my people under Nazi rule. unsuspected, who risked their lives to bring the day of my country's liberation.
Food isn't bad here, though it's mostly potatoes.
For many months, ever since I've been a prisoner, I've been trying to get word out. Then one day a guard whispered in my ear. That's the result.
That'll take some time to cut through those bars.
I've already done that. A little pressure, and all we need is the right moment. It was good fortune that brought you here.
Good fortune? It's a kiss from Lady Luck.
They're coming. I hear them.
4 motor jobs. British. Tell from the synchronization.
They'll black out the lights soon. We haven't much time. Hurry.
Where are you going?
Number 8, please.
But the alarm.
I have my orders from Dr. Hartmann.
You're here.
I changed my mind.
This is Captain Dakin.
I know.
Lieutenant Zorich is going with us.
Well, you're just a kid.
Not to the Russian army.
You first, Paul. You're not so strong, are you, kid?
Strong enough.
Okay, go ahead.
Aber, nach rechts Abzug. Ihr zwei, die andere Seite. Gleich mit mir.
Mach schnell.
Safe now.
come back here. This is a good spot for a hideout.
Come on.
Kind of clumsy, aren't you, Bud? Fireplace and everything, huh?
We'll have a fire if you've got some dry matches.
Yeah, here. Here, son, strip off those wet clothes and wrap your skin in this.
Oh, I'll be all right.
You've got to chill. Get them off, I said.
We've made our escape, but we're still not free. What are we going to do?
Get some rest and we'll figure it out later. I'll stand watch first. You and Alec hit the hay. I'll call you in a couple of hours. You want to get spotted from the road? Get back inside. You're as dumb as some of the dames I've known. Hey, you're a girl.
From what you say, I'm not the first one you've seen. Good night, Captain.
Amazing. She must be dead tired. She stood her watch anyway.
She has courage, that one.
Brains, too.
Not bad on the eyes. Russia can certainly be proud of her women.
Russia or Kalamazoo. When a guy meets a bombshell with blonde hair and green eyes, he can't help thinking.
What is it he can't help thinking?
I mean, I was trying to tell Paul I couldn't help thinking you got a lot of nerve to take on a job like this.
Oh, I see. But why a bombshell?
Well, that's just a way of saying you've got everything.
Oh, yes. Now, in order to keep our minds off the breakfast we haven't got, let's get down to business. The escape.
Any ideas?
When they were bringing me up yesterday, I kept a close check on all the turns in the roads and the distances. Now, look. There's a hill here, which drops down to a small valley on the other side. And about here's a little town, Lorsbach. Lorsbach, then, is our best chance to swipe some outfits.
They can trace stolen clothes, too.
That's so. Perhaps you've got a plan, Alexandra.
I lived in Frankfurt for a time with my father.
Then maybe you know of someone who can help.
I do. There is a man in Frankfurt, a man named Muller. He was a friend of my father's. I think he may be able to help us.
Why didn't you tell us this before?
I had to be certain you both could be trusted. I know now that you're my comrades.
Well, great. Let's cover up our tracks and take off.
Frankfurt's a long way. How do we get there?
Oh, we could hitchhike. put some expression into it. Personality.
How far are you going?
Just as far as you say, Fräulein.
Good.
Identification may come in handy. Come on.
Your plans was well conceived, Captain.
Thanks, Alec. With your technique, we can make it from New York to Los Angeles in 5 days. How do I look?
It'll do.
Okay, Alec. Slide over. I'll take it from here on.
Don't you like the way I drive?
Yeah, you're terrific. But if we're stopped, it'll take a man to do the bluffing. You and Paul hide in back.
Coffins.
Huh?
Empty.
Swell. Take your pick and climb in.
Climbing?
Yeah, no one will bother you in there.
Is it necessary?
Yeah, what do you think?
Military post.
What are you carrying?
Nothing much. Only a special load for the Army.
Yeah? I think I look for myself.
Go ahead. You can have one as a present.
So? Thank you. You can go on now, but make certain no one sees what you are carrying. It would cause unrest.
Hey, where are we?
We're almost there.
You two go on in. I'll get rid of the truck.
You can't walk the streets in those uniform trousers.
That's a cinch I can't walk the streets without them.
Here it is.
Good. I'll pull up over there. Okay, pile out.
Why should you take the risk alone?
Leave it to a dame to start an argument at a time like this. Come on, beat it.
So we're only superior.
Herr de Strasse.
Kommen Sie.
Alexandra Zorich. It's difficult to believe that you're already grown to a young woman. And a pretty one.
You're very kind, Professor.
Are you not Frederick Mueller, the well-known economist?
I am serving the German government in that capacity now.
That you're willing to help us in our flight fills us with gratitude.
I am gratified that it is in my power to help.
How long have we been here?
35 minutes, exactly.
Are you worried about our friend?
Of course not. He'll come.
Oh, it's still early. You will have to remain here tonight until I can provide the proper identifications and change of clothes.
Hi, comrades.
Jeff,
We were beginning to worry.
where have you been? What have you done?
How do you like it? A little grease, tools from the truck. Figured I'd pass for a mechanic in case I was stopped. Here, you better hide these.
And the lorry?
This is in the woods.
Jeff, this is my friend that I told you about. Professor Muller, Jeff Dakin.
Very happy to know you, sir.
You have proved what Lieutenant Zorich has been saying about you, Captain. You are resourceful.
Hey, you said that?
Only as a military compliment.
Now, my friends, before we discuss plans for your future, wouldn't you all like to have hot baths?
Wonderful.
My housekeeper will find you something to replace this uniform. Otto will take care of you two, and by that time, a savory stew should be waiting. Agreeable? Paradoxically, Germany's destiny depends on her defeat. Already, the axis of reverses are beginning to have a cumulative effect. The disillusionment attending the Russian campaign, North Africa, the South Pacific, foreshadows events to come.
Well,
Good evening.
Why, you look just like a...
A bombshell?
Right.
You look charming, Lieutenant.
I don't feel much like a lieutenant in these clothes, but I suppose they must do until I can wear my uniform again.
Well, in that case, we're going to have to win the war real soon.
While we are waiting, perhaps you can tell us what plans you have for us.
Gladly. You probably have been wondering, Captain Dakin, why I provided that uniform for you.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I have.
Well, come, I will show you. Now, since Mainz is only 23 miles from Frankfurt, you will embark there on a boating trip down the Rhine, posing as a soldier on leave. I will give you all papers to take you into Holland, and the address of a Dutch fisherman who will get you to England. You will travel as an engineering expert from the Skoda Arms Works. It would be best if you all travel separately, but since you are a girl, Alexandra, it would be unwise for you to travel alone.
Paul, has already done so much, I suppose I ought to accept the responsibility for her.
Doesn't matter to me.
You will be compelled to pose as husband and wife.
Fine.
Dinner is served, sir.
Oh, let us go in.
May I? Hey, this is my wife. Remember?
The police.
I want to see Professor Miller.
I'm sorry, sir. He's dining.
That's all right. He knows me.
Very well, sir. I'll tell the professor you are here.
Don't bother. Herr Miller.
Oh, Lieutenant Hohenstein. It must be something very important to bring the military police in here so abruptly.
It is. Where's your telephone?
You may use this one on the desk.
Night and day, they're always looking for someone.
Who is it this time?
3 prisoners who escaped from Oflag 14 last night.
I'll turn off the radio.
Never mind. Gestapo headquarters, Lieutenant Hohenstein reporting. We located the truck which was stolen on the Frankfurt highway this afternoon. Yes, sir. What? Yes, sir. We'll start a thorough search of the district as soon as we get more men. Heil Hitler.
You think they may be in the neighborhood?
They could not have gone far. They would have been seen. Someone near must have given them refuge.
I hope you find them.
We'll get no rest from the Gestapo until we do. There was an American, a Czech, and a Russian girl. If you observe anyone suspicious, call Gestapo headquarters at this number. Hochstrasse, 7171.
Hochstrasse, 7171. If I am so fortunate, I will see that you get all the credit for their capture, Lieutenant.
Thank you, Herr Miller. Heil Hitler.
Heil Hitler.
Yes.
You must leave at once. Greta.
Yes, sir.
Put on your coat. Go and visit some of your friends in the neighborhood. When the police begin the search, let me know.
Yes, sir.
Otto, fetch a cap and a suitcase for Captain Husnik. Yes. You will leave first. Alexandra and Captain Dakin will follow in 20 minutes. Here. I have one identity card for you. I will prepare 2 more in a moment.
You said something about a Dutch fisherman.
Yes. Go to Oostvaarde, near Rotterdam. A man named Hendrik van Sailor, 76 Waterstraat. Remember that.
76 Waterstraat.
You have money?
Yes.
And you?
Not a cent.
I will get you some.
Well, my friends, goodbye.
Goodbye, comrade.
Good luck, Paul.
Otto will take you to the railway station. Good luck.
Thank you, Professor. Goodbye, sir.
I will go upstairs and get the money.
Please, sir.
I guess I didn't do such a good job of hiding the truck after all.
Jeff, we can't let them take us now. We've come so far.
You're not losing your nerve, are you?
Certainly not. Only... it would have been pleasant to have spent one night in this house.
Well, I suppose a place like this would be all right for your old age, but personally, I like a life full of action. A nice snappy chase with a Gestapo on your heels.
You're joking.
Yeah, I guess I am. But I found out if you keep your sense of humor, you've less chance of getting licked.
This is Major von Bruno's office.
Someone in the house is calling the Gestapo. Which is Mueller's room?
I'm not quite sure.
Oh. Oh.
Must have gone through.
Stand very still.
Paul!
Our comrade.
Get over there. Both of you. Now to continue, Major von Krunow. I found the key to the underground we've been looking for. As you anticipated, she led us directly to one of the leaders. I have a complete record of the movement, including the names of all involved. No, I don't think Mueller will be able to testify. Nor his butler. Yes, they're here with me now. The American was a great help in keeping up her spirits.
Captain Husnik, or rather Captain von Bloch, has done a very fine job. We've got them. The car ready.
Thanks, Major. We'll be waiting here for you. Goodbye, sir.
I don't suppose you are going to send us back to our flag 14 now.
That's for the Major to decide. We were becoming such good friends. I'm almost sorry. For that,
Listen to me. The money is in the safe. The papers in an oilskin package. Take them to London. The War Office. Colonel Sir Charles Sanford. They can mean success or failure. All your father and I worked for.
We'll take you with us.
My work is done. Other men will.
Warning to all citizens. Be on the alert for these two enemies of the Third Reich, who last night murdered Gestapo officer Captain Paul von Block and Friedrich Müller, esteemed member of the Nazi Party.
If I remember, the dogs ought to be in that direction.
Former captain in the American Air Force.
Jeff.
Height, 6 feet 2 inches. Number 2, Alexandra Zorich, female, former lieutenant in the Soviet Medical Corps, captured at Kharkov. Blonde, about 22, height 5 feet 4 inches.
Hey, Captain.
You want to see me?
Yeah, going as far as Rotterdam? I'm looking for passage for 2.
Well, what is the matter with the regular passenger boats?
Well, they're so crowded that...
We might as well tell you. We ran away from our people and were married just an hour ago.
Oh, Elores.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, come aboard.
I didn't exactly expect a stateroom like on the Normandy, but this is a little crowded for privacy.
What does it matter?
What does it matter?
The bed is comfortable.
Huh?
You may have it. I'll sleep on the floor.
Yes?
Ah, honeymooners. My husband told me.
We didn't hear you.
Oh, don't mind me. You're going to live in Rotterdam, yeah?
No, our home will be in Mainz.
Well, you must have many lovely children. It will make their Fuhrer happy.
Oh, I wouldn't want to disappoint our leader.
Oh, you are a real German. Well, schlafen Sie wohl.
We can stop pretending now.
Oh, excuse me. There's a beautiful moon tonight.
He's right about one thing. There is a beautiful moon tonight. The bomber's moon.
Bomber's moon? Where I come from, we call that a June moon.
Even in August?
Even in the middle of December, that's still a June moon. Alec, we've been through more in the last 3 days than most people go through in a lifetime.
People like us have no time to think of ourselves.
What were you thinking of when you kissed me a minute ago?
That was necessary.
Just when I thought you were finally turning into a woman, you start looking at the moon through a bomb sight. You've never been in love? Over there. Schlafen Sie wohl.
Open in the name of the Third Reich. Heil Hitler! Stand aside. Why are these curtains open? Your papers, please.
Sorry, little man. I just put them to bed for the night.
Salute when you address your superior.
I'll salute you with the back of my hand.
I know who you are.
Yeah?
Who are we?
You're spies in disguise. Everybody on this boat is, except me. I am the Fuhrer, and you are my prisoners. Tomorrow, I will put you in a concentration camp.
That's fine. Tomorrow.
Put me down! I'll have you shot for this! Wait till I tell Goering and Goebbels what you'll have done!
Whew. It could could have been the real thing.
Yeah, they ought to use that one for an anchor.
The Gestapo has now established that the man and woman last seen in Mainz are the prisoners who escaped from Offlak 14. We will repeat the descriptions of the fugitives. The man is said to be disguised as a soldier. Height 6 feet 2 inches, broad shoulder, brown hair, blue eyes, well-formed nose, determined chin. His female companion was last dressed in a light gray coat. She is blonde, about 22, 5 feet 4 inches, brown eyes, attractive.
Spies!
What are you talking about?
The wireless says so. He described them. I knew they were enemies of the Reich. I'll promote myself for this. I'll chop off their heads.
Hey, wait. Quick, get the crew.
Spies, Metzger, Fritz, Hammond, spies!
Over the side. You're here. Now I know how a sardine feels.
Thank you, man here.
I should like to.
Oh, no. If I wanted money to help you, you would not have trusted me when you came to my barn. Godspeed you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How do you do? Does Henrik von Saylor live here?
Come in.
Are you Henrik von Saylor?
Yes.
We've come with a message from Herr Müller.
Herr Müller? What are your names? Your real names?
Lieutenant Zorich, Soviet Medical Corps.
Captain Jeff Dakin, United States Army Air Force.
I was sure of it. I know all about you.
So you must know how important it is for us to get to England.
Everything is ready. We leave in an hour.
Good. And give us time to talk.
Well, yes. Won't you sit here?
But the Germans will let you put to sea?
If I do not put to sea, then our liberators will not eat so well. I bring them fish. They trust me.
It is very courageous what you are doing.
The Nazis murdered 30,000 of my people in Rotterdam. It does not take courage when one remembers that.
Listen. Sounds like a British plane.
It is not a raid?
Can't be. There's no alarm. No anti-aircraft. It's landing.
Earlier this morning, a plane with British markings circled over from the field.
Yeah, I wonder what they're up to.
It is a new airfield. 2 days ago, Major von Streicher's squadron moved in.
Von Streicher.
Jeff.
How far is it to the field?
About 2 kilometers.
What are you thinking?
Alec, I may have to miss that boat trip back to England tonight.
I understand.
Good evening, Henrik.
Oh, hello, Hans.
You're going fishing so early tonight.
I just heard there was a fresh run of mackerel. If I leave soon, I'll reach the grounds before dawn, and before the others arrive.
You are a wise old man, Henrik. If you net any Dover souls, don't forget to save them for the Major. They are his favorites.
There'll be one or two for you also, Hans.
I was hoping you would say that. I'll finish my patrol, and if you're not gone, I see you on my way back.
You think you can do this alone?
Ever hear of the one-man commando raid? That's me.
You know, of course, you may be killed.
I know.
Perhaps I can help, and we could leave tomorrow night together.
Thanks, Alec, but this one is all mine. Besides, you have a job of your own to finish. Here.
Yes, that's right.
Alec. I know a little old pub in London. It's so old it's out of this world. We could talk there. You could forget for a minute you're a soldier and remember you're still a woman.
It's... How do you say it?
Date?
It's date.
It's time to leave. Here. You will need these. The underground radio just confirmed that a British seaplane will make rendezvous with us 2 hours out. It will take you straight to London.
I want to thank you very much, Skipper.
We must hurry before Hans returns. Stand by to shove out the bow.
It's there tonight, even if I can't see it. A June moon.
We're ready, Captain.
Goodbye, soldier.
Dave.
Cast off.
That'll do. I'll take off at exactly 4:30, in 3 hours.
Plane will be ready, Major von Streicher.
Buckets and make sure that coffee is hot for the relief guard. When you come back, take the coffee into Major von Streicher without delay. He likes it very hot.
Cutting the motor at 35,000, I will be able to glide the remaining distance to my objective, and thus avoid the aircraft spotters. What are you doing in here?
The mess sergeant told me to bring you coffee, sir.
Oh. Put it there. And, of course,
hurry up. Get out. And of course, using one of their own planes will make identification all the more difficult. Why not use a Wellington, sir? A fighter plane will give me swifter striking power than a bomber. Our intelligence in England radioed tonight that the train carrying Churchill and certain of his cabinet members will leave London for Dover at exactly 5 a.m. I even have the location of the Prime Minister's private car. Naturally, any route over which they travel will be well protected. But I'm certain I will be successful. Here is my point of interception. At approximately 5:20, I will contact the train at this spot. And then...
We will take him with us now. Report back here as soon as the car is ready to leave.
Ja, Herr Major. Considerate of you to have this bandaged, Major. You'll probably shoot me anyway.
We have need of you. You Americans are too foolhardy and reckless, Captain. You are inclined to underestimate the intelligence of your enemies. I'm afraid you're a little late to tender upon Streicher your goodbyes. Shouldn't try that if I were you. Where is the Russian girl?
What would a Russian girl be doing in Holland?
She has information that we must have. It is impossible for her to escape. And your life depends upon your answers, Captain. Stand up!
That's right. Keep him up. All right, turn around. Don't get excited, bud. It's not loaded. But you act like it is. You're taking me out of here as your prisoner. You get it? All right. Get going. One fake pass and you're a dead Nazi. Come on.
Warten Sie her. Jawohl, Herr Leutnant.
Inside. Step on it. All right, turn around. Get over there.
Attention all aircraft area channel coast.
American prisoner escaped in ME-109 trying to reach England. Bring him down. Bring him down.
What's your hurry, Von Streicher? You're not going anyplace.
But you are. And don't bother using your parachute.
Remember the kid in the parachute, Major? This is for Danny. Jeff Dakin calling operational headquarters 8th Bomber Command. Coming into base in ME-109. ME-109. Request landing instructions. Go ahead.
Sounds phony to me. Dakin was written off weeks ago. Maybe a trick.
Operations to ME-109. Landing will not be permitted. Over.
Listen, I tell you, I'm Captain Dakin. I just removed Von Streicher from active service a minute ago. Now I'm on my way home. I stole his plane in Holland.
Landing will not be permitted on this evidence. Over.
Operations, put me through to Colonel Sir Charles Sanford, War Office in London.
Colonel Sanford speaking.
What?
No, I'll accept no responsibility for him. Never heard of it, Dakin.
Dakin? It's Jeff.
You know him?
Know him? Without his help, I wouldn't be here. Is he safe?
Safe is a slight exaggeration, Lieutenant. Unless he can prove who he is.
It must be he. He went to a Nazi airfield.
Colonel Sanford to operations. Connect me direct to that ME-109.
Isn't there anyone down there who knows me? These Mustangs have just seen me.
Oh, it's he, Jeff. Oh, please, stop them.
Order all opposition to ME-109 to cease at once. I take full responsibility for landing this pilot.
Operations to ME-109.
Landing permitted.
Colonel Sanford to ME-109.
Here's someone who just saved your life, Captain.
Jeff?
Hey, Russia!
Jeff, are you all right?
Okay, Russia. Here I come.